Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. That is Jack. I am Conrad, and this is the 45 Euro 2021 quarterfinal reactions. How did our predictions do? One of us went 4-0. One of us did not. Starting with Switzerland and Spain. Another one to penalties. Switzerland's second in a row. They must have been tired after that. It was a bit of an ugly shootout. From the penalty taker's perspective, that is. Spain get through. Switzerland's clearly missing Xhaka. Shaqiri looked good. But Spain get an own goal, and Simone shut down Switzerland with the two saves and the Vargas over the bar. Switzerland completed one penalty in that shootout. Yeah.
Spain weren't great. Missed a lot of chances again. Morata and Gerard Moreno, between them, scored 2 goals on 7.45, something like that, XG. They have gotten a lot of chances. They create chances like any other side in the world, but they do not have someone to put them away. It's going to kill them against Italy if they cannot fix that. Mm-hmm. Switzerland, great story, but you just couldn't put your penalties away. You got to the lottery for a second straight time, and you lost the coin flip again. So, what could have been a very miraculous.
Simone was really good.
Yeah. I think he has cemented himself as the number one for Spain. I think De Gea's time, maybe even at Manchester United, if reports are to be believed, is done as the number one in Manchester United. So, it was an interesting match, much more reserved than my 3-1 prediction, which I think should be an indication for the next match. I should not predict that many goals for Spain because they may create chances even against a stout Italy defense. But trusting Morata,
they got an own goal.
Trusting Morata,
the Jordi Alba deflection.
Yeah, trusting Morata and Moreno to put home your chances is
no. Belgium, Italy, 2 goals in the first half from Barella and Insigne, enough to see Italy through. Spinazzola injury. He's had successful, I think, surgery on that Achilles. You feel terrible for him. He came off in tears. I really feel bad for Lukaku also. He had the penalty, but Belgium never really got a rhythm going. No Hazard, so Chiellini and Bonucci could just physical up on Lukaku, and it kind of is enough to gum up the works for Belgium. Italy's midfield yet again. Just outrageous.
Yeah, it was not particularly close. Scoreline suggests it was. I don't think Belgium were ever really in this match. I thought that they were a bit too defensively poor to get to the 1-1 I predicted, and Italy I think almost sat back a bit. They could have gone for the kill, but they didn't because they just kept their shape.
Didn't need to do anything.
Losing Spinazzola was a big loss. One of the best players in the tournament. He was a player of the tournament contender, and he's a big departure for them in that defense. So I'm interested how they do to kind of try and replace him. But Lukaku, as you mentioned, very good, scored the penalty. It's just a case of not enough. De Bruyne saying he was playing with like a torn tendon in his ankle.
He's like 40% effective.
Yeah, he just did not look at his best, and that's at the. It goes back to Harry Kane 2019 Champions League final where it's why are you playing if you're not 100%? Like you don't need to just champion on if you're going to literally be worse than the man behind you. I don't know if that would have been De Bruyne. I think Mertens is a 34-year-old coming off the bench is not a great option. Carrasco, not a great option. Doku looked good for Belgium, potential star of the future. But right now, you wonder if the golden age window is over. Or if they have enough in the tank to get to the World Cup in 22 and make that the last hurrah.
It sounds like Roberto Martinez is going to be back for that. I'm not sure that's the best decision for that club or that side.
Yeah.
Czech Republic, Denmark, Delaney in the 5th, Dolberg in the 42nd. Denmark's magical run keeps on going. Schick did get one back early in the second half for the Czech Republic, but they were not able to capitalize. They were superior in passing. They had the possession, overall shots, fewer on target, lower percentage on target, but Denmark just do enough. They look really good. Yeah, we had it a little bit more wide open and probably didn't give Czech Republic the credit they deserved, but not a bad match for either team.
Denmark squeaked by. They got to the semifinals of this competition without Christian Eriksen. You say it every time, like how they've done a tremendous job. They've been very well disciplined defensively. Højbjerg has been a huge part of that. Dolberg has been banging him in, which has been a big plus for them as well. So, I think this has been as remarkable a run as we've seen in recent years, and not small teams, but surprising teams have won this competition before. You think Greece You think Portugal were not favorites in 16.
Denmark at 92. They weren't even supposed to be in there.
Yeah, so it's a bit of a fun run to watch. It's against England. It's going to be tough next match. Czech Republic, maybe not enough credit, but not enough in the day to get the win. So just another good match, and we have at least one Cinderella in the Final Four.
All right, then Ukraine and England. Jadon Sancho, Mason Mount in the lineup. Kane in the goal in the 4th minute. 3 goals in 20 minutes right after the halftime restart. Maguire, Kane, and Henderson. Henderson, his first in an England shirt, something 62 appearances, and it was over. I mean, this just, again, I think we talk about Southgate, not super exciting, a little bit more attacking. They clearly wanted to dominate possession, but they just look good, and he pulls all the strings in the second half, getting the right guys in to do things against the opposition.
Yeah, they looked good, man. Sterling's been huge for them. Kane has woken up a bit. He still isn't at his best, but Sterling is the reason that they're here, and he had a great performance yet again. Henderson, him getting a goal is going to be huge for his confidence. They are the fittest team of the Final Four because of great sub management, great player management from Southgate, has to be said. And Ukraine, I mean, we're not in the match. 2-1 was far. I expected them to go a bit more conservative. Starting Sancho was a tremendous idea. His ability to take on players. They couldn't really pass through Ukraine, so they said, let's just run at them. And Sancho was incredible at that. So tremendous management.
Small changes
was really interesting. I'm wondering what they do against Denmark, because I think their fans would be like, hey, it's another 4-0. Denmark, let's beat them up. I do worry if they try and match Denmark, go a bit more out there. Maybe Denmark have the capability to sneak 1 or 2 in, and then the shakiness arrives because the team hasn't conceded yet. And I know that's a very good thing, but
Pickford's only had to make 9 saves.
What if they do concede first? What if the questions do arise? Because this is not a champion team. I mean, some of your leading players, Kane, Grealish, Rice, Calvin Phillips, even Sancho, Rashford, what if these guys won? I mean, there are winners in this side. I'm not disputing that. But if Pickford's your goalkeeper, the questions will always remain until they win. And there's only 2 games left until they can win something, so they could shut everyone up still. But they did what they needed in very emphatic fashion. So I'm interested where they go from here against Denmark.
4 teams left, heading to London's Wembley Stadium for the semis Tuesday and Wednesday. England, Denmark, Italy, and Spain. Look for that preview here coming up shortly. Jack, Conrad, this has been the 45. Please let us know what you think in the comments. Do subscribe, look for us on the Twitter at the 45. Take care now.